They calling this game
What game?
XDefiant. They're calling it a COD killer. But
You know what?
I don't.
It probably could. To be honest with you, I don't
It
know if you're
could.
recording right now, but it could.
I am, but my thing is, I think COD is just so big that the only
Right.
way it's gonna die is from itself at this point.
Well, but you also, well, I could see where someone would say it could be a COD killer because it's got a really good feel to it.
It
You
does.
know, yeah, I don't want to sit there and bash on it because of the active camo that literally makes somebody Casper the Friendly Ghost. If you strip away, because you and I were talking about it, like there are some aspects of like Apex that is in it. There's a little bit of just every little thing kind of in it. But if they do it correctly, even though what was this, an alpha or a beta
Yeah, it was
that
the
they
beta,
put
I
out,
believe. Oh no,
it
server
was
test.
well, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, there's definitely some parts of it that need to be polished, but
For
I
what
don't
it
know.
was, for what it was, I would say it was more polished than my experience with Battlefield.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I slept on it for a couple of days. I might try to retry it. I don't even know that was even proper English. That was
Probably
rough.
wasn't, but who cares?
I think I might actually give it another shot when it comes out. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it day one,
It's free to
but I
play.
wouldn't mind. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you-
Then yeah, I'll probably get back into it just to kind of see what it's like after they did some polishing to it. I think it's worth another look if I'm being objective about it.
yeah. It's definitely not going to be like my main game. Like I'm just going to be sinking away
No,
all the
no, no,
time.
no.
But I want to hop on for like a couple of hours just because I got that need to shoot something. And yeah,
Pause. Yeah.
yeah, just to have a few casual matches. I can
You
see
know
that
what it
happening.
actually. You know what I could see it turning into. That was kind of something for us that didn't quail that itch, but the finals.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
man, when that beta came out for the finals,
Why did we go
boy,
so hard on the
I have no
beta?
idea
Bro, we stayed up
why.
till 1 o'clock in the morning.
I don't
playing.
know, man.
We were starved.
I was hooked. I was hooked
We were hooked
on that game.
and also starved of like any good shooters at the time. Something that was different and fun to play. That's why.
Yeah, but something I did like about the game, like getting into it, they didn't really shortchange opportunity to like try something. It wasn't like, oh, I gotta grind up to get this gun
Right.
if I want to try it. Like kind of how like the finals did, and that's not bashing the finals. I'm glad you got that experience. But somebody that's kind of cautious about the game, and somebody in the chat was talking about boycotting all of Ubisoft, which is funny because they're close to it. But being able to be like, okay, I want to try a submachine gun class, or I want to try an LMG class, or I want to
Yeah.
try that type of ability. Like, I like that they gave that opportunity to do that. But boy, it was saturated with that one character, though.
I'm telling.
That
Tell me
was
about
rough.
And nothing but echelons across the board. You might have like
Oh.
one cleaner and maybe one
Ooh,
just one outlier, like a phantom, or I think that's what they're called.
yeah, it was Phantom.
Yeah, and a Libertad, but that was it. It was echelons across the board.
I'm actually going to be really amused if the Echelon turns out getting nerfed and something like the Cleaners are going to be like the meta class. Because they were going so hard for no reason.
Yeah, those incendiary rounds were eating me.
Bro, you know what? I don't know. I can't remember that guy's name. But if you ever come across this this post, that one guy plagued me that entire match. And I don't remember what his
I
name
know
was.
what his name was.
Was it D-Mac? Was it
No.
D?
Man, I almost had it. I can't remember, but
Dang it. I need to find out who that guy was, because boy,
Dank.
that man had my
Dank, that was his name.
Dank. That dude had my number. He was like in my back pocket, boy. He was
I
just
actually had you convinced that he had just locked on to you.
Bro, I don't know if that man had wall hacking or what it was, but that man had my number in spades. Like I owed him money. Spawn, dank. Kill, dank. Misfire, dank. Just like, God, leave me alone for a second.
That man had mastered the movement already. Game ain't even been out for 8 hours. He already
Where,
walking
man?
across the daggone map. It was
The man was
insane.
acting like Titanfall. If he could wall run, he would have to try and
Right.
get to me. Whatever, that guy's gonna live rent free in my head forever, man.
We'll see him again one day. You'll get your
Hopefully,
revenge.
probably not. It's just gonna be worse.
Right.
God, man.
Let's go ahead and talk about like what, or who, like this game is basically the brainchild of Mark Rubin, and he used to be the executive producer over at Infinity Ward until 2015. He's worked on Modern Warfare 1, 2, and Call of Duty Ghosts, which we don't really talk about anymore. There might be some people out there that actually liked Ghosts, but that actually
It was okay.
It was not their strongest. It had some good.
No.
It had some good just great aspects of it, but it was not a strong Call of Duty. But I didn't know that he's actually the model that you see on the covers for both Modern Warfare 1 and 2. I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
They described XDefiant as like a first-person arena shooter with fast-paced matches, 14 maps at launch, 24 weapons, around 40 attachments for every gun, and you get 5 factions. Every 3 months, we can expect a new season with new factions, maps, weapons, battle passes, cosmetics, and events. Also, coming to season 1 will be ranked. So you have that to look
The
for.
sweats.
Right.
Ooh, the sweats are going to be going hard for that.
The initial reaction to this game, the worldwide trailer that launched in 2021, the reaction was not good. The comments were saying that the game looked auto-generated by an algorithm. Another guy said Tom Clancy's corpse is doing higher RPMs than a Honda Civic right now. Or Ubisoft is amazing in a way that they can tank a game pre-release with just a trailer. Which fair, because when I was looking at it, the trailer, it just looked cheap in my opinion. And I also don't think that whatever gameplay I was looking at, it just looked choppy. Like the frame rate wasn't there. I was looking at less than 30, it felt like. But it just looked like the regular Ubisoft like cash grab generic brand that we're used to seeing when it comes to games. And the comments were full of people with the same sentiment. But it seems that they have listened to, on top of that, they had the Tom Clancy name was on top of this too. Like you're showing us this vibrant, bright, like punk rock-esque type environment with all these bright colors and stuff like that, and then you want to just slap Tom Clancy's name on the top of it, like, okay, like you're just using his name just to make sales at this point. This isn't really like trying to stick within his genre, which is like Splinter Cell, obviously, and Ghost Recon. That is not what this game is. But they did listen to the community. They dropped the Tom Clancy name. They even cleaned up their poster, removed all of them stupid colors, made it more minimalistic almost. But I think people are mostly excited about this game is because the creator, he's already said there's not going to be any skill-based matchmaking whatsoever in like casual matches. Because he feels like there is no place for that when it comes to just casual, and I agree. Because if you want to try yourself against people who are in the same class, in the same class as you, then you would play ranked. That's the obvious place for you to go. If you're going to put ranked in my casual matches, what's the point of even having a ranked playlist? I'm playing ranked every time I get home. And especially if you're like an above average player, like I'm just saying, like maybe I think the average, what would you say, like it's a 1 KD? If we're talking about like 1.8 KDs and up to 2.5, your matches are just gonna be complete sweats the entire time.
The whole way through.
So yeah, exactly. And you might, you'll get dragged one match, and they throw you into a lower lobby, so you
call it a shit lobby.
Yeah,
so where you're probably with bots, then your KD goes up to 2.5, and then you're in there with the top 25 in the planet. It makes no damn sense.
You come into that server and somebody's already got a nuke cooked.
Yeah, nah.
It's just not a fun experience when you just want to get off work, come home, play the game, and then you're white knuckling the controller. That's not fun. I'm sorry. Also, another controversial thing that I think Modern Warfare did away with was the red dots appear on the minimap when you fire, and I think they took that off of like Modern Warfare 2 and 3, I believe. I'm not sure if it's come back or not, but I just know that I was so used to reading the minimap and knew I knew how to read it, and then when I got into Modern Warfare, I'm like, okay, the red dots aren't appearing on the minimap anymore. I think they appear on the compass above you. I'm like, bro, that's too much for me to be looking at. Like,
yeah,
I'm getting old. y'all,
you know what though? I don't mind it being on the top, but because if you really think about it, the mini map, dang, it's hard to talk, boy. That's just rough. Ooh wee. The mini map on the bottom, whether it's on the left or the right, yeah, it does take your eye away from the screen, but we're just so conditioned to do it.
Yes.
That looking up at the top, I got to call out a coordinate to a teammate that I'm playing with. Like, that's fine. There are people that are good at it. I am not. It is what it is. But I do like the mini map because it does show you where somebody's at. And there's a level of, oh shit, they're right behind me type thing. Or they're right there. I like that dopamine spike of, I know they're there. They know I'm here. Let's see if we can figure this out.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know they're somewhere northwest. Are they around the corner northwest? Are they across the map northwest? But that's just me. That's my take on it. I really enjoy being able to see that mini map and seeing the chaos that's going on. I know when we play Helldivers, that's something that always spikes the gameplay. When you look down, you're like, why are there so many around us? Why are we? So I enjoy that. I hope they bring that back. I think that's a good quality to have.
What was I gonna say? Oh, another thing that you have to pay attention to now. I think the CODs that are out now, like, you can climb up on top of everything. So that means not only you got to watch minimap, compass, whatever, but now you got like 1,000 different sight lines to worry about. I think that just, in general, it just took me out completely. It's just not the experience I was used to, and even now, I would say Modern Warfare 2019 is still the best iteration of like them trying to revamp the series. And I think everything that's come after it has just been crap, honestly. But yeah.
It's been tough.
It has.
It's definitely been tough.
But they also bringing map voting back, which was also taken out of Modern Warfare, because when you finish a match in the new CODs, you just get taken. You got to get thrown back into the lobby, then you match make for a different server. And the specialist abilities are reminiscent of Black Ops 4. I know a lot of people didn't really care for Black Ops 4. It's actually my last Call of Duty that I sank a lot of time in. I think that was actually my last Call of Duty. But yeah, what do you think of the what?
No, because you're good. Just I don't know, like Black Ops was okay, or Black Ops 4 was okay.
Is 10 out of 10. That's
the first
Call
one's fantastic.
Yes.
The fourth one was okay. I didn't really get too far into it. I was really kind of coming out of the Call of Duty kind of phase that I was in at that point. But I don't know, man. I'm just kind of interested in where they're gonna go with it. How they're gonna evolve on it. It's got good bones to it for right now. I like how you were saying earlier they're going to drop new weapons, different factions, things like that. Specializations, if they're going to give more type of specializations instead of just having a drone or active camo. I don't know. I'm just really interested to see what they do with it. I think it could be a really good game. If they, but I can already tell, and it sucks, and they're gonna monetize the hell out of this game because custom skins are coming, all of that stuff, and especially I am not this type of a gamer, but you PvP guys out there and gals that get out there and run those ranked, boy, I'm sure they're gonna have some custom stuff for those guys getting out there and just running hard for sure. Watching the way Apex has like capitalized on that with like custom what are those trails that come in and charms and like
hopefully those
the way
aren't
Siege did.
Bought, you just get them from just playing ranked.
I would like that,
I think they
but
would
we both know they're not going to do that.
I think the player base would riot if they made you pay for like ranked based awards.
Oh no! I'm not saying like the ranked one. Yeah, you got to earn those, but I'm just saying like that customized like weapon skin and things like that.
Yeah,
like
you're
how
have to ask for that.
So like I'm thinking more of what are they called? Like prestige skins in like Apex.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Like it kind of has that type of a vibe that they could do. And I mean, obviously it's going to be a cash grab, but the game is just gritty enough to be able to do some really cool combat skins, but it's just playful enough to where they can incorporate things. Please don't bring Nicki Minaj into the game. Leave that skin alone. Like leave Diablo out of it and all of that. But there's first off, God. But yeah, I'm actually really interested, man, just to kind of see what happens with the game, being objective about it. It wasn't a great experience, but it wasn't a bad experience either.
I was pleasantly surprised at how polished the game was. Also surprised by like how many customization options they gave you for controller, because it took me a while to like tune my controller so I can get used to the movement. But I have said that my initial I felt like the base movement, with your attachments is kind of slow. So as I continued to play, I realized that people were like going for high mobility for just about everything, like taking the stock off of most weapons, because then you can just zoom around. But I think if they just up the base speed a little bit, you probably won't have people relying on that so much, and you can see some variety in the loadouts.
What was that perk back in Modern Warfare 2? What was it? It wasn't sleight of hands. It was something but made you faster. Yeah, boy. Oh man, they can bring back some of those perks, and I'm tell you what, that would be amazing.
Did you have like any favorite factions to use?
I only used what was the one? Echelon. I used them. I didn't realize what I was using at that point because I really wasn't using the trait, because I was just trying to jump in to get some experience on it before the wife came home. But yeah, I mean, that's the one I used. I used Phantom once. That wasn't too bad. I kind of like their kit that they had.
That was my favorite one, actually.
Because I use Dozer, obviously, through Battlefield, so using a shield, something like that, I'm comfortable with.
Not only that, you could push easily with that shield.
Absolutely.
If you were actually trying to work as a team, I felt like that was one of the best abilities, because you could push it a little bit forward, and then you can kind of like corner people, or you can surprise people when they come around the corner, pop that shield, and they come around and get surprised.
Well, not even. I'm surprised we didn't try this, but the fact that you have that active camo like that, you can literally just hide behind the Phantom and just run up, and all of a sudden you got two guys instead of one. That's a nasty game tactic. I'm surprised we didn't try that. The only other faction that I used,
getting clapped. That's why.
That is true, by the Invisible Men. I'm still dank. The only other faction I used was the Cleaners. I didn't like the drone.
You mean DedSec? I didn't like
it.
DedSec specifically because whatever AI was talking to me wouldn't shut up.
That is true.
As soon as you dropped in, he's talking. I'm like, bro.
Well, no, and then what's funny is I even said that to you. I was like, who the hell is talking to me this whole time? Because it wasn't on the other character, unless I'm just deaf and I didn't hear it. But yeah, but I just didn't like how and before I know someone's gonna get on to me about this, but like the aiming of it didn't really seem like it was like an aimable type thing. Like you just threw it up, it took off and exploded. So I'm sure there's definitely a way to use it. It's probably just a skill issue, and I'm trash, which that's fine. But out of the three that I use, I think either Phantom's probably something I would lean to if I was going to get into it. Echelon's definitely nice. They got to fix that invisible or active camo, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, they had to actually disable I think they disabled the skill. I don't know if they actually disabled the class itself. But yeah, I know for a fact. I was like, this active camo is a little too good because that buddy was invisible in front of me. And I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even see it. Not even a whisper of a shadow. I'm like, nope. I know I'm getting up there in age. My eyes are still kind of sharp.
Well, and what was weird, like when I first jumped in that first game, I'm like, yo, where the hell am I being shot from? And he's standing in front of me. I'm like, there was nobody there. Honestly, there's nobody there. But yeah, I mean, if they leave it in like that, I mean, I like the active camo. Like if it was a bug or a glitch, it's literally the best active camo I've ever seen in the game. But you got to give some indicator because there's no fighting that. And because if you're going to release the game like that, it's going to be a bunch of people that are ghosts in a game just shooting each other. It's just or give me something that can combat that.
Yeah. What do you think about the time to kill?
It's not bad. I mean, I had a good time with it. I think it was a decent pace.
I think it's
for what it is. I think it's a decent pace.
I think the time to kill is actually really good.
You want to know what I was actually really I don't know, it sounds weird to say this. I know most people aren't going to have this as like a quality, but the respawn time, that shit was like instant. Like let me get back in the game. Like there was no loading screen, nothing.
I'm glad you
die
brought that up.
Back in action. But I liked it because I think you said or I said it that you kill somebody, you need to be back on your toes because they can be back on you quick.
Literally.
So I mean I enjoyed that because it gave anticipation of like what the hell, like where are they?
Yeah.
Because I know they're coming back.
I thought the map design was really good. And I
like that stadium map a lot actually. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. And that was a good map.
Do like the fact that they brought some of these maps out from different games like Noodleplex and the New York setting from The Division. I think the maps are just great. It doesn't take long to get right back into a fight. I'm not sprinting for long before I'm shooting at something. There is great pacing through these maps, and they need to be commended for that. That's good. And on top of that, if you compare this to COD releasing with, I don't even know if they released with a fraction of the amount of maps that this game had, because COD used to, from what I can remember, my memory is kind of fogged, but I thought COD would usually release with at least like 14-15 maps at launch.
I couldn't even tell you because I haven't bought a new COD game in forever, it seems.
Yeah, I might just look it up, but
you know what?
Thanks for joining us.
I was gonna say, man, X just came in.
Yeah.
Hey X, I gotta ask you a real question, man, and
what?
I mean this with love. How'd you enjoy that title screen?
Oh, it was great.
Okay, that's fair.
That was one of the best PowerPoint presentations I've seen.
Ooh-wee.
I was going to ask X, like, how was your experience? Because you played on PC, and he just got a really good look at the title screen.
Yeah, X, I feel bad for you, man.
I got to watch the intro logos probably 6 times trying to figure out why it wouldn't launch for me, and it all ran at like 5 to 6 FPS.
Oh boy.
Those logos got stretched out, buddy. I couldn't skip them. I had to sit there and watch. After all was said and done, I think it said I had like 20 minutes of playtime. I did not play a single match.
God.
It was all just me trying to fix it, try to play, uninstall, reinstall. Nothing was working for me. So
I was looking up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was looking up like the launch maps for Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Modern Warfare 3 does not count because you guys took maps from Modern Warfare 2 back during 2009, and I don't count that as new maps. You don't get to just like they.
You mean what Battlefield did? Sorry.
Like they literally like kept advertising that like these were maps that they had designed themselves, but it wasn't. Like, yeah, you guys gave about 20 maps, but most of them were just remasters. And yet this game, free to play, is launching with 16 unique, brand new. It's the year is for AA and indie. At this point, this is just getting egregious. I mean, think about how many hours you spend in a AAA game lately. I mean, Ghost, you've been playing the Division, but that was just that was originally launched on the PlayStation 4. But
yeah, well,
I
don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. No.
What's the overall consensus since I came in late?
The game was good.
I'm curious.
I had a great experience. Okay. I would say
takes you back to the old arcade shooters, or
yes,
not quite.
The movement, yes, but
okay.
Thing is, you can't go prone in this game. I realized that immediately, so it's kind of like,
why? That's weird.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm glad there's no prone, because
you don't want to get dropped.
God, there'd be a camper. Yeah, I don't want to get drop shot. It was bad enough I was still getting freaking quick scope by Dank.
No dolphin dives.
No dolphin dives. No. It's all. I was really hoping for something like that, but it's kind of like they're trying to take a little bit of the cloud formula, but not go too far in that direction.
Right.
Because in Overwatch, right, there is no such thing as going prone. Like, it's just either crouch or stand up. So that kind of reminded me of that. Plus the little hot bar at the bottom, like once you get a certain amount of kills, your ability unlocks. That was very reminiscent of Overwatch. And this game is, although people were just running around and just going strictly for kills and playing it like COD, I can see, like, in the other game modes, I forgot what that game mode is, where you like escort the bot.
So more team play.
Yeah, I feel like once the game is launched and people start working out their builds, picking their favorite factions, and we might see a lot more team play, and that's when ranked play is going to get, like, we might actually see some really good matches happen from. But they have a really good base, strong maps, plenty of attachments for weapons. But I was telling Ghost that the base speed that you move at is kind of slow, so a lot of people were just going for high mobility on their loadouts so they can move faster. So that was basically the meta during the test session. But I would say 7 out of 10. My experience was good.
Okay.
There have been people complaining about the lack of hit registration. Like, the hit registration is terrible, and I have seen videos. I'm like, dude, that's insane. Like, you aiming at 2 people and you try to kill them both, and it's just not, your bullets are not registering like they're supposed to.
Is that like a net code thing?
Yeah,
or?
Absolutely. But yeah, also I understand that the sniper rifles back in the day were one shot, but man, I've seen people sniping and there is just it does not look like there's any weapon sway at all. Like, and if you get hit by a sniper, it's a one shot kill immediately. Like it used to be back in the day, but
is there quick scoping or not?
Yeah.
Yes, there's quick scoping
about that.
Yeah. You know what?
Let's get the montages going again.
Yeah, the montages are coming back, guys. It's 2009 all over again. That was peak YouTube when Modern Warfare 2 was out. That's all I watched was those montage quick scoping videos, especially those search and destroy ones where the buddy would just jump off the building.
You got the kill about 30 Seconds to Mars playing in the background.
Exactly.
Bury me.
Absolutely. That was peak Call of Duty. I don't think they'll ever get back to that. But yeah, Ghost, did you have any other thoughts?
Oh, I'm actually interested in for when it comes out. Wait and see.
X, any more thoughts on the title screen?
No. They need to make it skippable.
Anything they should improve, because you got a good long look at it with it.
Fine
frames.
I got their little Marvel, the Ubisoft Marvel thing where they show all their games. I got to watch that in slow mo over and over again.
Oh man!
But no, what is the pricing? Do we know what the pricing structure is supposed to be for this?
Free to play.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I was telling Ghost that the initial reaction to this game was not good, because it just looked like the Ubisoft blueprint was hard at work, because it had Tom Clancy on the name. They had like this punk rock, colorful like landscape. Whatever FPS they were showing this game at was really choppy. It just looked cheap. People were said it was auto-generated by an algorithm, basically.
Oh.
But they seem to be listening to the community, because they did a lot of changes. And I feel like a studio that listens to its community is a studio that is worth following. Because I feel like some of these studios act like they know better than the community. Like, bitch, we built you. Like, you would be nothing without us. But yeah.
And when does this come out? Do we know?
I don't think we have a launch date. Let me look it up. What have you guys been playing lately?
Oh,
I don't want to talk about
everything.
Go ahead and talk about it.
Oh no.
No. I just I don't know, man.
I gotta say it.
First off, stop hating. I've been playing a lot of Division 2, actually. I don't know why. I kind of what?
I was just about to ask why.
You know why? Because there is nothing else to really play. But I think
to get.
First off, and where you been? Both of us were old men and went to bed at 8 o'clock yesterday. I don't want to hear it.
I was tired.
But I think I hit my max with Division again. I re-rolled my Lady Death, and then I was like, well, I can't end on it not being God rolled. So I spent the last couple of days doing all of the control points, and I finally got it God rolled again. I think I'm just about hit my peak for the capacity for this. Thank you. I appreciate you. I know that was meant with sarcasm.
Actually said a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I guess the main thing I've been playing is I've been trying out Shadows of Doubt.
What is that?
That detective game?
I never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, basically you're a private investigator and you go around trying to solve murders.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Is it an indie game?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it what's the art style? Is it like top down?
Cyberpunk voxel? I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll look that up. Shadows of Doubt. Let me see.
Do know what I'm about to start playing, and I'm glad my fantastic brother is on here. But Remnant 2 just dropped their second DLC today, and I am super stoked about that.
But you know what else?
What? What?
I told
we got to get them samples. That's what.
I told X in the news show. I was like, I'm really excited that they're putting in these new updates. Doing these expansions. But I think my best bet is to wait until they wrap up everything.
I mean, it's going to play
all at once.
It's just
all at once instead of piecemealing it.
Man, just get in there and just play it.
You always try to tell me what to do.
Because you told me to get on there, just get on here. Dumped 100 hours into it in like 3 days. That's not even possible.
We had a great time. It was great family time.
The only thing I heard about this game is I got a call and it said, this man's shooting knives and flame tornadoes. You need to get on here. And then I get on there just for X to shoot me with a damn flame tornado and kill me and just giggle in the background.
It was initiation.
The only initiation was him beating the shit out that rat in Loathsome, okay?
I really wish I had gameplay of that, because
all you heard was squealing.
Oh man. That will forever be in my memory. I've
never seen
in the sound
somebody run so fast, and all I see was silhouettes through the wall just getting one-shotted.
Heck yeah.
He just uppercutting people like Iron Mike.
The first time I saw him use it, like the very first time he put that the knuckle dusters on, lady comes around the corner, bro punches her and her head explodes.
Exploded.
I was like, holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
This man want to come in there and he goes, hey, I got a movement boost. Tell me if you could see a difference. Yo, that man took off, sprinting in a 10-man outfit.
Leg weights.
Wait, bro left us. He was clearing half the map by the time he got to the first
Oh my
section.
god. All I know is I just kept getting, what was the currency? I can't remember it now. But they're, whatever, those little bolts or whatever just kept hitting the account because that man was out there running around finding stuff.
Right. I'm like, thank you.
God.
But yeah, those are our thoughts. I think it's a good game. I think if they keep listening to the community and keep improving, this will have a very strong fan base. Yeah. I think there's some good things in their future. Any last thoughts?
No.
One of y'all want to do the outro?
Nope.
Okay. Make sure you like, subscribe.
Coke's better than Pepsi. There you go.
Oh my god.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell, guys, so you never miss an episode. We're going to be here forever. Get used to hearing these voices. You saying, oh my gosh, now. Just wait.
Man, that man said it with some passion in his voice, too.
Also, thank you for the early support. I said it in a new show, and I'll say it here. We're now up to 42.
Man, I remember we were at like 8.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what? The subscriber thing is cool. The views are cool, but I told you this yesterday. I'm really enjoying the comments.
Absolutely.
To be honest with you.
Right.
Whether it's them arguing back and forth or saying I'm wrong or you're wrong and just whatever. I think that's entertaining. I like that.
Yeah. And I like getting in there and talking to some of them. But yeah, I do like the community aspect, and I do like people telling me about their experiences. Yeah, that's been really cool.
It's been a good time.
It's been like the Discord, but on YouTube, basically.
True.
All right. Well,
true.
You guys want to go play Helldivers?
Nope.
You're coming anyway.
I'll be on in 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
I'm loading up now.
Next time. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.